Nona Peltier has joined me in the studio for business. Nona, Infratil, so lower profits than forecast. What is driving that?
Yeah, it's a curious one. It was a very complicated guidance update to the market today. It was very complicated. It took a while to decipher it because it's counterintuitive. On one hand, the company's international asset values have increased substantially, like up to 90+%. But on the other hand, their management fees, the incentive fees they pay management for these portfolios, increased because of the excellent performance of their international assets. And as a result of that, their fees have ballooned to as much as $105 million for the full year. Now, 6 months ago, they were forecasting management fees of, say, $30 million, which, the market was kind of expecting for the year. But $105 million? That was not expected, especially against this sort of other piece, which is they're going to have these values of their assets have increased substantially, and now they're going to have to pay up to $105 million for that. So their profits have been hit, and they revised down their profit guidance, the underlying profit guidance, by about 14% as a result. So it's a big, hefty drop.
A chunk of change.
Well, it was over $70 million. That's a lot of money, yeah.
Yeah, no argument there. Okay, Warehouse founder Stephen Tindall, he is backing fund managers Simplicity. In what way? Well,
so KiwiSaver's fund manager Simplicity set up, a couple of years ago, about that, is a non-for-profit organization. So basically, they invest your funds and they charge, a minimal fee, and then they invest 15% of the proceeds of their management fees to a charitable trust. And so it's not a profitable company, so you can't attract investment in the normal way. Now, it turns out that the founder, Sam Stubbs, went to Sir Stephen Tindall, who he worked with years ago when he was packing, working in distribution in those days, and asked him if he would be willing to back the company. Now, what they've asked for is a $1.5 million debt facility. So Sam Stubbs set up the business by himself and put his own money in. Now he's taking it out, and Sir Stephen's going to put it in, bankroll the company $1.5 million so that he can grow the business. He's got all sorts of ideas on how you can apply this no-frills service to things like payday loans, which attract huge costs, or transfers to Pacific Islands, also very expensive. He says these things, there's loads of margin in this, and he can find ways of making savings for people, and now he has the money to do it. He said it doesn't cost a lot of money. Their service is cheap to run, $1.5 million only. I mean, that's not a lot. That's the only other investor in the business, so good luck to them. We'll see what happens.
And around the markets today?
Yeah, interesting. Our top 50 index dropped 0.5% by 50 points to 9,807. Now that might seem, that doesn't seem so bad. I mean, but everybody else is up. So about the same.
We're swimming against the tide.
Yeah, so I had to make some call to some brokers. Why is that? Because it didn't seem obvious to me. Surely just because Infratil's share price fell, 2% nearly. No, that wasn't enough. But what it is profit-taking. So we were up almost at 10,000 points on the index. And some international investors have looked at that and thought, time to take some profits. And that's probably what's happened. Because overall, the market has strengthened on the back of some stronger economic news out of the United States. And the trade talks carry on, as you know. We're still watching that. So our dollar's trading at 67.3 US cents, 94.9 Australian, and 51.5 pence.
Thanks, Nona. Nona Peltier with business.